The next preposition we will study is the preposition alone. The speaker applies the preposition alone to signify the relationship that the subject of the preposition exists in the orientation, consistent with the outline that the object of the preposition frames. The preposition alone focuses on the outline of the object. The subject follows the boundary of the object. There is a clause. The faithful people walk along the river on weekends to work better in the following way. With the fact that the preposition along is applied, the speaker focuses on the outline of the object, the river. The subject of the preposition, the faithful people, follow the boundary indicated by the object, the river. The speaker applies the preposition along to signify the relationship that the subject, the faithful people, exist in conformity to the outline indicated by the object, the river, of the preposition. The next preposition we will study is the preposition away. The speaker applies the preposition away to signify the relationship between the subject of the preposition included in a group and the object of the preposition included in the other group that exists far from the subject of the preposition. The speaker focuses on the of the subject and the object of the preposition away exists far from the subject of the preposition away. There is a clause. She sweeps away the dirt on the floor. The fact that the preposition away is applied in this clause, the subject of the preposition she exists in a group. The speaker focuses on the subject of the preposition and the object of the preposition, the dirt, exists, that is far from the group that the subject, she, is included. The speaker applies the preposition away to signify the relationship that the subject, she, of the preposition included in a group exists far from the object, the dirt, of the preposition included in the different group. The next preposition we will study is the preposition up. The speaker applies the preposition up to signify the relationship that the subject of the preposition orients the object of the preposition to exist in a higher position than the position where the subject of the preposition exists. The subject of the preposition up indicates the orientation of the subject is irrelevant to the definition of the preposition up is applied to the orientation of the subject. The orientation of the subject sets the premise that the subject exists. The object that is oriented from the subject exists higher place than where the subject exists. So the subject of the preposition starts the definition of the preposition up, that the oriented position by the subject of the preposition is high, and conveys the definition of the preposition to the object of the preposition. There is a clause, he goes up the hill. With the fact that the preposition up is applied, the subject, he, orients the high then what do we know about the existence of the subject, he? The existence of the subject is on the premise that the subject, he, exists, and the position where the subject, he, exists is lower than the position where the object, the heel, exists. The speaker applies the preposition of to signify the relationship that the subject, he, of the preposition orients the object, the heel, of the preposition in the higher place than the place where the subject of the preposition exists. The next preposition we will study is the preposition down. The speaker applies the preposition down to signify the relationship that the subject of the preposition orients the object of the preposition in a lower position than the position where the subject of the preposition exists. The subject orients the object that exists lower than where the subject exists. The speaker sets the premise that the subject of the preposition exists on a higher position than. So, the preposition of the subject starts the definition of the preposition that the oriented position by the subject of the preposition is low and conveys the definition of the preposition to the object of the preposition. There is a clause, he goes down the hill. The subject of the preposition he orients the position where the object, the hill, exists. The position where the object, the hill, exists is lower than the position where the subject, he, exists. The speaker applies the preposition down to signify the relationship that the subject, he, of the preposition orients the object, the heel, of the preposition to exist in the lower position than the position where the subject of the preposition exists. Thank you for watching.